Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, Rebuilding a Kick-Ass Life. I am Emily. Today, what I'm going to talk about is the 10 things that I have done in my 50s to actually feel better, look better, feel more confident than I did back in my 20s. So I was in my hometown recently and I ran into an old high school friend that I haven't seen probably since grade 13. Yes, we had a grade 13 back then. And she said to me, "Oh my God, you haven't changed a bit. You look exactly the same. In fact," she said, "I think you might even look better." And I was like, "Oh, well, thank you." But it got me to thinking that, well, first of all, like, is that a compliment or is that like an underhanded, like, what do you mean I look better? Did I look terrible back then? And I did not look great back then in my 20s. And so these are the 10 things I've done that like I said, that I just feel like I'm more confident and I just am really comfortable in my skin. So I wrote them down because I had to think about like what is different about me than in my 20s. Okay, the first thing I did, and this was in my 30s, I got braces. I got braces in my 30s, but then I went a step further. So when I was about 10 years old, I fell off my bike and I did a face plant into it was like a root sticking up from a tree trunk, and that chipped my tooth. But also, when your tooth dies, it starts turning like yellow, almost like a brownish hue. And so I had that tooth forever. And then after I got my braces off, I actually got veneers. So I was only going to get the one veneer to change that tooth that had died, but my dentist at the time said that it's going to be really hard with only one veneer to match the rest of your teeth, and he recommended that I do 4. Now, I don't know whether that was, just to make more money, because they are super expensive, and I'm not saying for all of you to go out and get your, get all this expensive dental work done, but teeth are so, so, so important for me. Somebody with a great set of teeth is so attractive. And so I got 4 veneers. Now, again, I know they're expensive. I know that's not for everybody, but even just improving your oral hygiene, flossing, brushing can really make a big difference. So that's the number one thing. I got my teeth done. Secondly, I stopped messing around with my hair so much. Do you remember the Frost and Glow by Clairol? Or was it the Frost and Tip? One of those. Do you remember you put a cap on your head and then you would pull through like strands and then you would literally bleach that, like bleach it like white, all those little strips that were sticking out through the cap? Okay, I used to do that. I used to be the Frost and Glow queen, or Frost and Tip. I can't remember what it was. I don't do that anymore. In fact, the only thing I really do to my hair is I keep my natural color and I touch up my roots. That's why I'm wearing my hat today, because my roots are pretty bad. See that? Yeah. I gotta go out, and for the most part, I try and let it go as long as possible. I don't really care that much about my roots, but when I go out, I do try and look somewhat presentable. And so the only thing I really do now is I touch up my roots. However, that being said, last year, I started doing just little highlights. You can see it's like the different color here. I started putting a little bit of highlights just to frame around my face. But other than that, I don't really do much to my hair. And in fact, I stopped washing it so often. I used to wash my hair every single day. Now I probably wash my hair every other day or every third day. I feel like when I started doing that, my hair just became so much more healthier, not as dried out. And so I stopped washing my hair. I stopped over processing my hair. Okay, so that's number 2. I went to shorter nails. These are actually even a little bit long for me right now. They need to be done. They need to be filled in. And what I mean filled in, they are my natural nail. It's the shellac. I get the shellac polish. And so I went to a much shorter nail. For me, I feel like it's just so much more who I am, my personality. I've toned everything down, including my nails. And listen, if you have long, beautiful nails, do you, be you. I'm not here to change you or to say this is better than that. It's just, for me, I just feel like it's more of who I am, having just a natural shorter nail. So I used to have like, I used to call them my hooker nails. They were really long and really pointy. I don't do that anymore. I go with a lot less makeup now. So I used to, when I was in college, I took a cosmetic retail management course at Seneca College in Toronto. And it was all about makeup artistry and how to become an esthetician. And there was a lot of emphasis placed on makeup. And so I used to wear a lot of makeup, especially eye makeup. And I just found that as I get older, less is more. So now I don't really wear eyeshadow. I'll wear a little bit of eyeliner. I think it's called tight lining, when you just take your eye pencil, and I don't do the raccoon eyes like I used to. I just put a little bit under my lash line just to make it look like I have fuller lashes. And I wear mascara. And that's about it. I just really find that as you get older, less is more. I don't wear a lot of powder on my face after I apply my foundation, so it doesn't get into the wrinkles. I'm pretty lucky. I do have great skin, and I do get, I sound so, I'm so lucky, I have great skin. But my mom has great skin. My grandma had great skin, so it's genetic. But I'm not gonna say it's all genetic. I do get Botox. I get Botox every 6 months, twice a year. I get it right here, and I get it right here. And I stopped with the lip injections. I used to do my lips. I think I've maybe done my lips four or five times. I just don't do my lips anymore. Again, it's just not, I just feel like it's not who I am with, you know, the big overdone lips. So, and people have told me that I look better when I don't do my lips. So I don't do my lips anymore. I also, this is really big. I don't really drink. I stopped drinking. I shouldn't say I stopped, because that would be a lie. I think the last time I had a drink was my birthday, which was in June. We're now in September. So I don't really drink a lot of alcohol. And I noticed that when I do drink alcohol, it really affects my skin. And so I really have limited my alcohol consumption. And the other thing I've really changed. I used to be a night owl, like I used to stay up late into the night. I have not done that now for years. I really try and get a really great night's sleep. When I get a really great night's sleep, and you guys, sometimes I'm in bed at like 8:30. Yeah, so I go to bed early, but I wake up early. I feel like when I get a really good night's sleep, again, I can really see it. I can really feel it in my skin. And so I am really, that's one of my big things. I try to always get quality sleep, and sleep is so important. Not only does my skin look better, I'm not as irritable, I'm not as just cranky. When I get a really good night's sleep, I feel better, and I feel like I look better. What else? I can't see. Okay, sleep, less makeup, shorter nails, no more lip injections, not over processing my hair. Oh, lashes, no lashes. Okay, so I used to have the big spidery lashes. Again, I'm not judging. My daughter has lashes, and I think they are beautiful, and they're very natural. And I'm not saying that I would never get lashes again, but if I did, I would really make sure that they're a reasonable length and that they're not overdone. And the last thing that I've done now that I think really has really helped with framing my face is I went and had my eyebrows done. So it's not microblading. It's called, I think it's called powdered brows. And she completely reshaped my eyebrow. And I had no idea that my eyebrows were that bad until she did them. And it took a little bit of getting used to in the beginning, especially when you first come home, because they're like, whoa, with their brows. But I feel now when I look at my other like photos of me, I feel like I had like a sperm shaped brow on my face. It's so different. And so the two biggest things I would say is my teeth for sure, and my eyebrows that really framed my face. Those are the two biggest things I've had done. And so that's about it. I also try and stay out of the sun as much as possible. I don't know, can you see these spots right here? One right there, one right there. Okay, look at here. Can you see here? You see this, you guys? When I was in my 20s, younger, my teens, I was a sun queen, sun worshiper. I would lay out on the lounger in the sun with baby oil. I think we did baby oil and iodine. I'm sure we did. And so bad, 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 bad. I'm not saying don't go out in the sun. Sun is very good for you. Sun gives you vitamin D. It's healthy. Over laying out and laying out for hours and putting baby oil on to get that deep tan, you're gonna look great for the moment, but you're gonna pay for it when you're 58. These spots, as soon as I go out in the sun, they become really prominent. I think it's called melasma. And so, yeah, sometimes I wear sunscreen, sometimes I don't, to be totally honest. I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about the sunscreen, but I certainly am not laying out in the sun anymore. I just get natural sun by just being outdoors. And that's another thing. I try and get outdoors and do a walk almost every single day. It's not like, I'm not like a heavy exerciser, but I feel like when I get outside, I get in nature, I do my walk, I feel so much better. And so it's not just that my physical appearance, I think, has gotten better because I feel like less is more for me. But I just feel so much more comfortable in my own skin. I feel like I'm just so much more who I am, having made these changes. And I am just, I don't know, I just feel a lot more confident. And so those are the 10 major changes that I've done. I hope that helps. Remember to get your sleep, drink lots of water to help your skin. Don't drink a lot of alcohol. Enhance your features, but don't overdo it. And don't overprocess your hair. That's about it. That's it. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.